heads up, 20 apps, it's spring! If you can't tell from my little intro, I was out and about today, and so I kind of took some video with my Mac, which is why my video is late. Now, if there was ever a painfully late video, it's today. I'm filming on Thursday. It's 12:46 a.m. Right. Thanks everyone about my tooth. It's still a little, but it's not, Lucy, I bet money, real, actual tender, I don't have it in my hand to show you, but I bet money, real money, that nerds will one day rule the world. Because we are that nerd-tastic. Yeah. Craig. Yes, you are right. Just fiddling around with it. I'll, eventually get it again. With my Asperger's, I have no idea how I forgot how to read the music. And that's, when I talk about forgetting how to play the flute, it's not forgetting how to actually play it. Because once I take the flute and fiddle with it, yeah, I play it fine. It's just, I forgot how to read music on a page. And part of playing an instrument, like the flute, is playing the music on the page. And there's a lot of classical pieces I loved playing when I could play them. Well, now I can't. So that's what I really mean when I say I've forgotten how to play. It's not that I've forgotten how to play, I've just forgotten how to read music. Okay, I did kind of forget how to fingers for each note, but that goes in reading the music in my head. That's just how my head works. Okay, so TJ, Danielle, you haven't answered my question. It's one of those little tiny ones, but it was kind of thrown out there because we had Lucy with her thing in the background. Eventually, you guys will see my Slytherin shirt. And so I just wanted to know what everyone's Hogwarts house was, and I'm the Slytherin. The Jins and Craig and Lucy obviously are all Hufflepuffs. So we need to know what you guys are, because I'm just assuming that everyone in the group has read Harry Potter. Could be wrong. If you guys don't know, you don't know, so whatever, but I thought I'd throw that out there, because, yeah. So, TJ's question. First I'm going to say, Danielle, it's okay that your childhood memories included your parents, because it's bound to happen. One of mine includes my parents. Sitting around the dinner table. Like you were saying, your family dinners, yeah, mine were cool too. We talked all the time. Family dinners was never quiet. We may have the TV on, but it was not a quiet session or watching TV. We eventually got to where we turned it off, television, I mean. But my mom and my dad, when my dad was working at least, would talk about their day, and that's what they would do. That was, our thing. We talked about our day and what we did, and because in the house it was my mom, my dad, my grandmother, my Uncle John, my sister, and I. My Uncle John is disabled and has been his whole life, and my grandmother was his caregiver. So my parents also relied on my grandmother to take care of my sister and I, because they were, pretty much always working. And then the house, or at least help tell us how to take care of the house, because of chores and everything. But yeah, family dinner was a big deal in our family, because that was the time of day we all got together. We all sat around our big mahogany table and we talked about our day. Another thing that was another fun thing in my childhood was the swing set in our backyard. I would spend hours in the summertime just swinging. and I would blare music while we did. Music has always been a big part of my life. But when I was a kid, I played my cassettes until they wouldn't play anymore. I so love iPods now because it's so much easier. But when I was a kid, I went through tape players like they were going out of style. I had at least 5 tape players in my life. As you know, at least in 10 years' time, I went through like 4 or 5. So yeah, that was a big wow thing. There's also in the wintertime, I would play with Legos a lot. And you know, the longest I ever really played with Legos on a consistent basis, like daily, was during a snowstorm that literally snowed us in at my house in 96, winter of 96. The snow was at least 8 feet deep around my house. We were stuck in the house for 3 weeks. The cars were covered. It was insane. It was fun for the first week, but it was insane. And I would not ever want to do that again. It was just, yeah. So, I don't really remember all that much because, I have always had memory problems. Um, one of my earliest memories is waking up on my 6th birthday and not remembering my own name. Walking around the house for a little while, and then eventually sitting in front of the television and watching Under the Umbrella Tree. Yeah, that's my Eureka's Castle. That's my earliest memory. I've just always had memory problems. Sometimes I don't remember things properly, like how they actually happened, and so yeah, take things of my childhood with a small grain of salt because I might be looking at them through rose-colored lenses. Yep. But you know, that happens. Some people, I'm one of them. But yeah, that happens. So, DFTBA, and Lucy, you're it.